The inspiration behind the garden really was looking at something which was beautiful, something that was luxurious, something that was iconic, and essentially that's summed up by the Renaissance period. I feel very fortunate to be able to draw on personal experience of having spent time working in a Renaissance Italian garden, and I did that when I first left university, and it's one of the first places where I was able to understand how plants create an atmosphere and how people interact with that. This is my first big show garden at Chelsea Flower Show, and that's a really daunting prospect. It's not the first time I will have been there. It'll be my fourth garden at Chelsea, and it also isn't the biggest garden I've ever made. I made a bigger one at Hampton Court, but that doesn't make it any less intimidating, and being there will still be a huge honour with lots of nerves involved. There are lots of elements within the BrandAlley garden which people can be inspired by and will be able to take away. There are things which are very direct, so things like planting combinations people can look at and they can take 3 or 4 of those combinations, put them in pots or into borders. And then there are other elements which, in the scale of our garden, may not be directly transferable but can inspire a different use. So the loggia could inspire somebody to create an outdoor sanctuary space for like an office, for example, and the water feature could inspire somebody to make a much formal pool in their own garden that just captures reflections and just helps create a sense of calm. There are some really exciting plants in our BrandAlley garden. I can't wait to get my hands on them and start putting the garden together. I'm just not going to tell you what they are yet. What I'm looking forward to with this Chelsea Flower Show is it's its 101st year, and it's the first time for a long time there are lots of fresh faces, people who are kind of new, who haven't been there year on year in the past, and that's really exciting. It's like looking into the future, and I can't wait to have a look at what everybody else is doing. From the outset, our vision, and it's behind every decision we made in creating this garden, was to make a garden which is seen as the ultimate aspiration. And I hope that when visitors stand in front of that garden, they look at it and they think we've achieved it.